Hello, my name is Natalia Porsche and I am an attorney who is based in Biloxi, Mississippi. And in this video, I will talk about family law. Again, guys, I'm doing my disclaimer that this video is not be treated as attorney-client communication or attorney's advice. This is only general information for public use. Okay, so in this video, I would like to discuss family law in Mississippi State. Specifically, I would like to discuss one of the grounds for divorce. We have in Mississippi 12 grounds for divorce, and one of them is a ground of cruel and inhuman treatment. Okay, so first of all, I would like to say that courts in Mississippi don't really like this ground very much. So if you have any kind of other grounds that you can get your divorce based on, for example, adultery or drunkenness, or if the person uses drugs very often, so you can actually get divorced based on those grounds. So cruel and inhuman treatment is sort of a very broad category, and unless if nothing else applies, if you cannot get divorced based on the other grounds, so then you can allege, of course, cruel and inhuman treatment. So what does a party need to show during divorce proceeding in order to get divorced based on that ground, cruel and inhuman treatment? Well, first of all, we have a two-pronged test. First of all, the standard is it's preponderance of evidence. Preponderance of evidence, remind you, it's a standard which is lesser than a clear and convincing. So beyond a reasonable doubt, if we know criminal law, it's up here. Clear and convincing is down here, and preponderance of evidence is right here. So it's very simple, right? It's the easiest standard to prove. Standard of proof, right, that we have here in family law. So okay, so we have two things the party will have to show in order to get a divorce, full divorce based on this inhuman and cruel and inhuman treatment. Okay, first the party must show that the conduct of the other spouse endangered life, limb, health, or create a reasonable apprehension of such danger, right? So that's the first thing. Or the party will have to establish by preponderance of evidence a second test, that the conduct of the other spouse is so unnatural and infamous that it creates a danger, right, to the marriage, to the existence of the marriage, and it makes it impossible for the other party to continue with duties of the marriage, the duty of the spouse. So the person who filed a divorce based on, or who is proceeding with a divorce based on this ground, will have to establish one of those things by preponderance of evidence. Okay, so what happened before in the Mississippi law, the reason why I'm making this video is that we have a law is getting changed. It's changing every year in Mississippi, and keep in mind, whenever you watching this video, that this video is suitable for today, right? So look at the date, because the law constantly changing, and Mississippi is changing everywhere. It's amazing how fast it changes, right? So keep that in mind. But as of today, the party actually does not have to show physical harm, right? Well, party doesn't have to show that she was or he was getting beat up during marriage to establish this ground, cruel and inhuman treatment, that this party is eligible to get divorced based on that ground. The party only will have to, let's say, if it was a mental distress, right, that the spouse, innocent spouse, to remind you, you cannot come to court with unclean hands, so keep that in mind. Okay, so the innocent spouse can also show just emotional injury, right? So we cannot just have, it doesn't have to be only physical injury. It can be emotional injury. Like, let's say the other spouse is calling this spouse names, right? Really the derogatory names in front of minor children. That would be consistently, right, for a substantial period of time, let's say every day during past 5 years. So that will create, that will get this ground established, cruel and inhuman treatment. Okay, also, if innocent spouse went to see a psychiatrist, okay, or a therapist, and she can show the record for that also can help to establish the divorce based on human cruel and inhuman treatment. So the standard again is very low, preponderance of evidence, and this is a great ground if you suffer during marriage, you're suffering, and you would like to get divorced, and you cannot proceed with any other grounds such as adultery or drug use or substantial drug use or if the other party is an alcoholic. Therefore, you can try and allege and establish your divorce based on this fault ground. I hope this video was helpful. Again, it doesn't have to be physical, it can be only emotional. But if it's only emotional, it has to be substantial, right? For a substantial period of time. I hope this video was helpful. If you like this video, put thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. Goodbye.